If it weren't for Create Your Existence, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today. And there's a reason that goes deeper than what you may think. Of course, with Create Your Existence, it was started as a brand. It was originally only going to be a clothing brand and something to make money off of. But I realized like a day or two after making it that this could be something bigger than just a brand, or bigger than something that is just something to make a quick buck off of people. Because trying to just make money off of people with no passion, no honor, no reason to give people value, then you're going to live a very unhappy life, and you're never going to be happy. You're never going to be fulfilled with anything that you're doing. And so I started it, and I just realized that like this could be something bigger than me. It could be something bigger than me. And I'm not saying this as a clickbait thing, but I genuinely believe that Create Your Existence can become the most profitable and the most impactful, the most valuable self-improvement brand ever created, because it's more than just a brand. It is my religion. It is my spiritual guide. It is what gets me through every single day. And to not get too political or too religious, my religious views are I believe in everything. I don't want to categorize myself and put myself in a box, and then I'm isolating all other options, because I feel as if I do that, then I'm arguing over something that I can't truly prove. I have the philosophy where why should I argue about something that I'll never know the answer to? And as humans, we want to know the answers to everything. And that's kind of why religion was created in the first place, because we want to know what happens after. What happens after life? What happens after this? Why? Why am I alive? What is the meaning of life? And so we try to give these things value. But there are some questions that you'll never be able to truly answer. You'll never know. So instead of trying to waste my time and figure out the answer, why not just believe in everything and then only only focus on things that I can control? And I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, so you don't believe in this? No, I believe in everything. I think anything is possible. And so with the philosophy of Create Your Existence, it kind of combines all aspects of spirituality, religion, just everything. You know, things from Buddhism, Christianity, Islam. There's so many different things that are combined to create one kind of explanation for myself. And so another way to kind of elaborate is, if you think about the way the world works and how history is transferred, history is only documented by those who have won. And what I mean by that is people pick and choose what history you really see. So what makes you think that, let's say an event happened here, okay? And there's 4 different families or 4 different tribes watching from afar. Each 4 of these people or tribes saw this event from a different perspective. And so these 4 tribes or families went to different people and told them their stories. So what makes you think that all 4 of those people created those 4 different religions? And so realistically, everything stemmed from one event, or everything stemmed from one thing. And so, which makes me, because if you think about it, almost every religion has some similarities to them. They all believe in a higher power, or they all believe in it all revolves around power and trying to answer the question of what happens after life. And so I feel as if everything's combined. Everything's merged into one little thing. And so people try to complicate it, and they try to come up with the answer. They try to figure it out when you're never going to know. So believe in everything and focus what you can control. And this is where Create Your Existence comes in. With the philosophies that I teach and the things that I go over, a lot of people think that I'm just young and I have no idea what I'm talking about. But I'm 20, about to be 21 years old. Since the age of 18, I've been living my own. That's crazy when you think about it. How many 18-year-old kids have a house? And I don't say that's a flex, but I'm just saying, because I feel as if I have my life together much better than the average kid, if not the average adult. And I'm about to be a full grown adult. That's crazy when you think about it. And so just because I'm young doesn't mean that I don't know anything, that I don't know what I'm talking about. The fact that I live in isolation, I live completely by myself. I don't ever have people come over to my house. Everything is configured in my realm of create your existence. Like you walk in my house, you'll see create your existence just in every room because it means so much to me. And when I turned 18 years old, I did a lot of thinking because my childhood is basically over at that point. All I did was play, before this point, all I did was play video games all day. I played video games, I wasn't really doing anything, I put on a lot of weight, and I just didn't, like, I was having fun, don't get me wrong, but like I wasn't working towards anything. But then I realized, what if I actually did the things that I wanted to do? What if I actually gave people value? What if I fixed my life so I can help others? And I sacrificed a lot to do that. And so I lost people in my life to focus on improving myself so I could create your existence. I lost a lot of people who meant a lot to me and who still, there are individuals who I still think about every single day. Whenever I meditate, whenever I journal, or just throughout my day, when I wake up, in my dreams, there's people who are no longer really in my life who I think about on the daily. People from my childhood, people who mean so much to me. And I've ended up in a situation where I've had to sacrifice them to create this whole brand and this whole philosophy. And I didn't want to, but I realized I had to do whatever it takes. And, it'll be worth it in the end. And I hope that everyone will understand and, because so many people, like, I went to public school. Whenever I left, I basically cut everyone off. I cut everyone off because I wanted to just be by myself. I wanted to play video games all day. And by no means was I a popular kid. If you can somehow find, which I'm sure you can find them because it's the internet, if you were to find pictures and videos of me back in school, I looked like a complete nerd. Like you can say my hair's awful right now, but like my hair was bad, just my feet, I had so much acne. Like you could just tell that I wasn't a popular kid, but like I wasn't massively bullied on. But what really opened up my eyes was whenever I made my first business, and this was before Create Your Existence. Everyone shit on me for it. Everyone said, you can't do that. What are you doing making a business? Who says you're qualified to do this? And so I was like, well, maybe I'm not qualified. And then instantly my mind became fed with self-doubt. That's what led me into just playing video games all day. Because it's like, why even try when every time I do try, I get shit on for it? Why would I even begin to try? But what I found out is you have to just push through it. You're only going to learn. Anything that you do for the first time is not going to be perfect. And if it is, then I'm sure there's room for improvement that you're just too ignorant to realize. You can always improve, and your first is not going to be your best. And that applies to a lot of things in life. And that's okay, because that's a part of life. That is the whole point of life, is experiencing things. And so, it's a privilege for you. It is a privilege for me to be able to talk to you on the other side of the screen. The fact that we are both here right now is such a blessing. And Create Your Existence represents this idea, is the philosophy that you can change your entire life and create your life based off of your thoughts, which your thoughts dictate your actions. Your actions dictate habits. Your habits will eventually create your existence. So if let's say I'm wanting to get fit, and let's say I'm just not healthy, I eat junk food all day, I'm not fit, and I want to get fit, I want to become healthy. The first place to start is by taking action. It's not watching guides, even though videos can help. It's not watching videos isn't the first step. The first step is you actually trying to put in the hard work and effort to get fit. Going for runs, cutting out bad foods, eating healthy. It's actually taking action and initiative. A lot of people think that watching guides, podcasts, videos like this is what's going to help them. What's really going to help them is taking action. And so this might be counterintuitive for my plan or what I'm trying to accomplish, but with the content I post, I hope that you close out of this app or you shut off this or you turn off this video and you actually go do something. That's what Create Your Existence is meant to do. It's meant to give you that drive and ambition to actually get things done and be consistent with it. Not just do it once and then just, oh wow, I'm successful now because I can do something for one day. No, I want you to change your life and turn it around. Even if you already are successful and you're watching this video, there's always something that you can do. There's always some sort of value that you can gain, and there's always something that you can do to become better. And so what I realized is, there's a gap. There's a gap. And it's all about bridging the gap, finding a problem and coming up with a solution. And that's what Create Your Existence does, is there's not enough genuine people out there or genuine brands that try to get people to take action. A lot of things that people do is just to siphon the money. And of course, I have things that I sell. I sell a mentorship. I sell clothing. And I will, and best believe I'll be selling stuff in the future for money. But I hope that if I can give you the value that, for example, I'm giving you in this video, that you'll want to buy something from me. And it's not even just about the money, because the money that I get can go to helping more people, obviously by helping my life. And so I know some of you guys might think that's me being greedy, but no, I'm being honest and transparent. Why is anybody posting on social media to begin with? It's to influence people and get an outreach. And so, Create Your Existence has helped me through a lot. It has done so much for me. And I'm very thankful that I even had the opportunity to start what I've started. And, I'm still in the beginning stages. And it's almost been 3 years, which is really crazy when you think about it. But 3 years is not a lot in the grand scheme of things. I'm still a baby. I'm still learning. I'm still developing. I'm still trying to figure things out. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, you are as well. But I'm making this video because I want to thank you and just tell you how much Create Your Existence means to me. Because Create Your Existence is everything. You engaging in my content, whether you're hating, whether you're joking, whether you're leaving a serious comment or just liking the video or sharing it, it means a lot to me. And that's the whole point of Create Your Existence, is being able to help one another. Because even though I do what I do to give you guys value and help you guys, realistically, it helps me. You guys help me because, I don't live with my family anymore. They're on the other side of the country. A lot of my family is dead or dying. People, individuals who meant everything to me in my life, they're gone. And I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to have a relationship with them again. And so you guys engaging with Create Your Existence is what brings me fulfillment, and is what I hope can help guide you guys in the right direction. Because you only have one life. And so you choose how you live it. And a lot of people waste it. A lot of people waste the opportunity, and they waste the blessing that they've been given. And then Judgment Day will come. At some point, you're going to face a Judgment Day. Someday your life is going to end. And what legacy have you left behind? Did you leave a legacy that is good, where you had good intention, you helped people, you did the right thing, or did you just waste it? Because I think if you're going to get religious, I think wasting unfulfilled potential is the biggest sin of them all. And I genuinely believe that. And I know different religious books and things will say that I'm wrong, but that's what I believe. Because the universe as a whole, God, multiple gods, you are God, the universe, whatever it is that you want to call it, it knows if you have good intention. It knows what you mean. And it doesn't even matter about what you post. It doesn't matter about, it doesn't matter what facade you put on to the public. The universe knows what intention you really have. And so if you have good intention, if you're trying to do good things, even if you're not 100% successful, but if you're just trying and you're putting in that effort, the universe will recognize it, or God will recognize it, and you will be rewarded. Karma is a very real thing. And so that's what Create Your Existence is to kind of just push you in the right direction and get you to take action. So if you're going to take anything from this video, is take action. Because I wasn't always this happy. I wasn't always this motivated. I wasn't always this wise. I'm not trying to be egotistical, but I was in a very dark place at multiple points in my life. Just as everyone's in dark places. But I've really evolved recently, and I've learned a lot, and I'll continue to learn. And I'm not finished yet. By no means am I close to being done. Create Your Existence is something that will last with me my entire life. It's more than just a brand. So I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Create Your Existence. So you guys mean everything to me, because you guys are also a part of Create Your Existence. I appreciate you guys. See you guys in the next video.